one video and rename yourself in the following sequence: name, admission number, class and section. And any query related to the class, you can mail to me on my email ID, reenasethi@lancesconvent.net. Yes, children, we are doing with the chapter admission of a new partner, and we have learned these 5 accounting treatments: calculation of new profit sharing ratio and sacrificing ratio, accounting treatment of goodwill, reserves, profit and losses, revaluation. We have learned revaluation of liabilities as well. And the last one is capital adjustment. And we are learning how to apply these first four accounting treatments in a full-fledged admission question, where we are being asked to prepare revaluation account, partner's capital account, and balance sheet. Or, fine. So how we have to attempt the admission question? There are just few points you will keep in mind before you start with the question. First, read carefully what is asked. Generally, 99% of the cases we are asked revaluation account, partner's capital account, and balance sheet. But there might be a case where you are being asked to pass the journal entries or journal entries plus balance sheet. Fine. And children commit a mistake here that they are in the habit of making the account. They don't read the question properly and start making the account. But what they do is they first prepare the account and then pass the journal entry, which is a time consuming process. So it's my request to practice both the aspects: preparation of ledger account as well as passing the journal entries. As you see, children, when we have discussed the accounting treatment, we have discussed each and every journal entry. Yes, while reading the question, mark the reserves, undistributed profits and losses in the beginning. So when you're reading the balance sheet, mark the reserves or undistributed profit and loss. Read assets and liability sides carefully, because these items are left out by some children, and in a hurry they don't, the balance sheet does not tally, and they don't come to know that there is some reserve has been left undistributed. Fine. So first thing, after we have read the question, we have to find out the sacrificing ratio. And most of the cases you will see we are not required. The sacrificing ratio is given in an indirect way. Fine. And new profit sharing ratio is required only when it is a question of capital adjustment. So questions that we will be doing today, we are not taking capital adjustment right now. So we will not be wasting our time in calculating the new profit sharing ratio. It has been observed that as soon as the child gets an admission question, he starts calculating the new profit sharing ratio. In a full-fledged question, new profit sharing ratio is not required unless a capital adjustment is there. Fine. So capital, all the reserves are to be distributed in old profit sharing ratio. Revaluation profit is to be distributed in old profit sharing ratio, and capital and goodwill is to be distributed in sacrificing ratio. So we don't require new profit sharing ratio. And the last point is, read carefully whether the goodwill has been brought in cash or not. If the question says that the goodwill has not been brought in cash by the incoming partner, it has to be, the accounting treatment is to be done through, yes, accounting treatment is to be done through partner's current account. Fine. And in the new balance sheet, make sure that you are putting the value of the assets and liabilities at the revised values. Fine. What you have revised in the revaluation account. So we have to put the correct figures in the new balance sheet so that our balance sheet Fine. I would like you to read question number 62. All of you have the books with you. And in case you don't have the books, I've already provided you with the PDF of the questions. Fine. Question number 62. You're given the balance sheet, and in the balance sheet, marked there is one undistributed reserve, that is general reserve. So we have to remember that we have to distribute this reserve while preparing partner's capital account. Fine. And it is given that Madhu and Vidhi are sharing profits in the ratio of 2:3, and the new profit sharing ratio between Madhu, Vidhi, and Gayatri is 2:3:5. So I will have to calculate the sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio will be old minus new. I would like all of you to calculate the sacrificing ratio. You know how to calculate sacrificing ratio? Fine. Gayatri brought 4 lakh as her capital and her share of goodwill premium in cash. So we have marked that the goodwill is brought in cash. And goodwill of the firm was valued at 3 lakhs. This also has to be kept in mind, children, whenever the value of the goodwill is given to us. Sometimes the share brought by the incoming partner is given, and sometimes we are given the value of the goodwill of the firm. So when the goodwill of the firm is given, incoming partner is going to bring his share, not the complete goodwill. Fine. And the land and building were found undervalued by 26,000. Provision for doubtful debts was to be made equal to 5% of the debtors, and there was a claim on account of workmen compensation. Fine. All the cases that you will be seeing in these questions I have discussed with you earlier. Fine. So we'll be preparing revaluation account first. If the land and building was found, I would like all of you to note down this side by side. Fine. Note down the solution side by side and see how stepwise I'm moving so that I'm not missing any item while doing the question. If I miss one item and my balance sheet does not tally, then in the exam, it becomes very difficult for a child to find out why the balance sheet is not tallying. And then you're wasting your time and again seeing the items which have not been posted or what has been left out. Fine. And you have a stress at that time. So move step by step and just observe carefully how I'm doing the question. Fine. So I'm first preparing revaluation account. My land and building, one thing you can do, the assets which have been revalued, you can put a tick against those also. So that while preparing the balance sheet, you put the revised values, new balance sheet. Fine. And those are assets which have not been ticked, you can put the old value. Fine. So land and building was found undervalued. That means I have to increase the value of land and building. I'm taking the next adjustment first. Provision for doubtful debts was to be made equal to 5% of debtors. That means I require 15,000, but I had only 10,000. That means I require 5,000 more provision. And since it is an increase in the liability that is being recorded on the revaluation account, debit side, then there is a claim of 6,000 on account of workmen compensation. Since there is no workmen compensation reserve, so whole of the compensation claim outstanding is to be made through revaluation account. Land and building was found undervalued by 26,000. So I have to increase the value of land and building by 26,000. See, children, I have posted all the items related to revaluation account. So my next step will be to find out the profit or loss. There might be a case where debit side is equal to credit side. So there can be a case where there is no profit or no loss in revaluation account. So don't get panicky that there is no profit or loss in the revaluation account. Fine. Here we have, yes, profit of that will be distributed amongst the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. We have a profit of 15,000 which have been distributed between it's Madhu and Vidhi. Fine. This has been distributed between the partners in old profit sharing ratio, that is 2:3. 2:3. So next step is we are preparing the capital account. I wanted you to calculate the sacrificing ratio, so that wherever I require sacrificing ratio, you will be using the sacrificing ratio in that case. Yes. Now, when we prepare partners capital account, my first step, I'll be putting the balance brought down, 5,20,000 and 3 lakhs. This is being given in the question. Now my next step will be to distribute all the reserves given in the balance sheet. The first thing while preparing the partner's capital account that you're going to do is distribute the reserves. Fine. Here we had only one reserve, and reserves are always, whenever we are giving something to the partner, his capital is going to increase. The basic rule of accounting. So reserves will be posted on the credit side, and these will be distributed again in the old profit sharing ratio, that is 2:3. All reserves, see, we are utilizing the accounting treatments that we have done, we have learned so far. All the reserves will be distributed in old profit sharing ratio. Now he is bringing, how much premium for goodwill he is supposed to bring? He's supposed to bring, yes, 3 lakhs. He's supposed to, Gayatri is supposed to bring 5/10. That is, 5/10 is half of 3 lakhs. That is 1,50,000, which is again which is now be distributed not in, this is not in old profit sharing ratio, this is sacrificing ratio. And if you calculate the sacrificing ratio, old minus new, this will come out to be 2:3 only. This will come out to be 2:3. So she is not bringing 3 lakhs. She is bringing her share of goodwill, that is 5/10, half of 3 lakhs, that is 1,50,000. And this 1,50,000 has been distributed in sacrificing ratio. This has been distributed in sacrificing ratio. Fine. As goodwill is to be distributed in sacrificing ratio. And now what is to be done? I have to transfer the revaluation account profit or loss. So there was a profit in revaluation account. That is why it has been transferred to credit side, 6,000 and 9,000. Fine. You can note down this side by side. We have distributed balance brought down. We have distributed the reserve. We have distributed the premium for goodwill. What is the journal entry for premium for goodwill? Cash account to premium for goodwill. And then premium for goodwill is distributed amongst the partners, old partners in sacrificing ratio. Fine. Now we have to add the cash brought in by the new partner. What is the journal entry for cash brought by the new partner? Cash account to partners, capital accounts. Fine. So Gayatri's capital account is credited with 4 lakhs, the cash she has brought in. Now I will find out, since there was no item on the debit side, I have done the totaling, and this complete total is my balance carried down. 5,98,000, 4,17,000 and 4 lakh. This is my partner's capital account balance. Fine, I've done the totaling of all the capital accounts. See, children, three things you have to remember while preparing the capital account. First, distribute all the reserves. Second, do the treatment for goodwill. Third, transfer the revaluation account, profit or loss, if any. Penny. So these are the three things to be done in the capital account. We have distributed the reserve. We have done the accounting treatment for goodwill. We have transferred the revaluation account, profit or loss. We have also taken into account the cash brought in by the new partner. Here I'm not crediting new partner's capital account with the premium for goodwill amount, because her account will be credited by only capital, with the capital amount. Our journal entry is cash account debited to capital account to premium for goodwill. And premium for goodwill, nothing is mentioned about premium for goodwill. It has been distributed amongst the old partners in their sacrificing ratio, and we assume that the cash is retained in the business. Fine. How the cash is retained in the business? I hope all of you have noted down capital accounts. Note down the capital accounts, children. Now we have to prepare the balance sheet. When you prepare the balance sheet, just move step by step in the order the assets and liabilities are given in the old balance sheet, so that you don't miss any asset or liability. Fine. The first asset given on the asset side is land and building, and the land and building has been revised. Fine. Land and building has been revised. So I will put the revised value, that is 3,26,000. That is why I asked you to put a small tick against the assets which have been revalued, so that you don't forget to put the revised value in that. Fine. Machinery. There is no change in the value of machinery. So machinery will be shown in the old value. Machinery will be shown at the old value, that is 2,80,000. Now stock has also not been, the value of the stock has also not changed. So it will appear at 80,000 only. Fine. Debtors. There is no change in the value of debtors, but we have increased our provision from 10,000 to 15,000. Fine. So debtors, I have increased the provision. So my net debtors have decreased from 2,90,000 to 2,85,000. Now the net debtors are appearing at 2,85,000. We have a bank balance. Fine. We had already 50,000 with us. 4 lakh was brought by partner as a capital. So our bank has increased by 4 lakhs, and 1,50,000 has been brought as premium for goodwill, which has also been retained in the business. Though we have distributed premium for goodwill, but the cash brought in has increased the bank balance of the firm. Fine. So our bank balance will be 6 lakhs. So you have to make sure that you have made changes in the bank account, appropriate changes in the bank account as per the instructions. If you're not comfortable with this brief brief description given in the balance sheet itself, you can make a bank account also. Since we are not asked to prepare the bank account, so I am avoiding making one more ledger account. If you are comfortable with preparing a bank account, you can prepare a bank account and then post the bank account balance in the balance sheet. Fine. So I posted all the assets. So my total is 15,71,000. Now see the liability side. I'm posting the liability capital accounts later on. See, capital accounts I'll post later on. As per the new capital accounts prepared, general reserve, as it has been distributed, it will not appear in the new balance sheet. It will not appear in the new balance sheet. So the liability which is going to appear is bills payable. And since there is no change in the value of bills payable, fine, it will appear at 1,50,000 only. Now, there was a workman compensation claim. There was an unrecorded liability on account of workman compensation claim. Fine, for 6,000 that I have recorded, workman compensation claim outstanding. It is still to be paid. And then partner's capital account, 5,98,000. This I have taken straight away from the capital accounts. And see, you can check the total is tallying. It is coming out to be 15,71,000. Total of liability and asset side be equal. And once you are doing an 8-marker question or a full-fledged question of admission and your balance sheet tallies, that gives you a lot of satisfaction that whatever accounting treatments you have done is, whatever accounting treatments you have done are correct. You can note down the balance sheet. Fine. So for first, we have to prepare. You can also start with calculation of sacrificing ratio, gaining and complete your working notes at whatever is the sacrificing ratio, or you are being with the question so that you are not interrupted or you are not making the working notes in between. First, yes, next we are doing is question number 66. Books with you? Children, whatever doubts you have, I'm getting the doubts of the children. These are the accounting treatments we have earlier discussed. General reserve, these are the five, these are amongst the 5 accounting treatments. If you have missed the previous classes, this accounting treatment has to be done according to what we have discussed earlier. General reserve is always to be distributed. All the reserves are to be distributed. That is why I told you while I was discussing the accounting treatment that these accounting treatments will be utilized in each and every question. All the accounting treatments that we have discussed till date are being applied in the full-fledged question. Whether it is premium for goodwill, whether it is revaluation account, I have discussed each and every adjustment with you. You will not find a single adjustment in the book which has not been discussed. Fine. Question number 66. Now read the balance sheet. Our old profit sharing ratio is 5:3. Now we are read the liability side. We are giving workman compensation reserve. So we have to be careful whether there is a workman compensation claim or not. Employees Provident Fund. This is a very big mistake committed by most of the students. They confuse Employees Provident Fund with workman compensation claim. No, Employees Provident Fund is an outside liability. Mark it here. This is not to be distributed. Fine. And we have to be careful while distributing workman compensation reserve. Now, see the asset side. There is a profit and loss account. This is an undistributed loss. This is an undistributed loss. Fine. Share. I want you to tell me the sacrificing ratio without calculating. You can tell me the sacrificing ratio. What will be the sacrificing ratio in ratio? Yes, what is the sacrificing ratio? X and read the question carefully. Z acquires his share from X. That means the whole of the share has been sacrificed by ratio. It is not any other ratio. The whole of the share has been sacrificed by X. That means the premium for goodwill brought by the incoming partner the total amount will go to X. Fine. So let us prepare revaluation account first. Employees Provident Fund liability is to be increased by 5,000. So that means my liability, since it is an outside liability is increasing. So it debit side. Increase in liability will be recorded on the debit side. So I'm increase. Fine. Now the next adjustment says all debtors are good. We have discussed this in revaluation account. Yes, are good. Try to recall. If all debtors are good, then what is the accounting treatment to be done with the provision for doubtful debts? Good. When my all debtors are good, I do not require provision for doubtful debts. All debtors are going to pay me. I don't require the provision. So I will write back. I will. And my next obsolete items, hence are to be written off. So stock has reduced by 1,000 more. Increase in creditors, increase in liability will be debit side 1,000. Fixed assets are to be revalued at 70 and fixed assets are given in the balance sheet at 80. That means I have to do fixed assets by fine. So as you total is more than the credit side. So this which will be distributed amongst the partners. Fine, partners capital account. This will be distributed in reval account. Loss will be distributed in old profit sharing ratio. You can note down this revaluation account. And any doubt you can ask me later. Employees, the point in this question is that employees provident fund. And the second is, see, there is no workman compensation claim. So reserve, workmen compensation reserve will be distributed completely amongst the require are good. And when I write off, written on the credit side, this has to be written on the credit side. Fund liability has increased, value of the stock has decreased, fixed assets have also decreased, and creditors have increased in liabilities recorded on the debit side. Now, in this question, you are being asked to pass the journal entries. I have not passed the journal entries. You the journal entries with you for each and every entry for decrease in decrease will be revaluation account fund to stock to creditors to fixed assets. You can pass a complete journal entry increase in liabilities. Fine. And my second it's to revaluation account and then revaluation account, the loss distributed. You can pass a separate entry for each increase or decrease, or you can pass a combined entry for decrease in assets and increase in liability. Since we have discussed each and every journal entry, so I have not given you the journal entries. Now the next is partners capital account. Now keep the steps in mind. First thing, we are going to transfer balance brought down. Now the next step, what is the next step? Yes, next step will be distribution of reserves given in the balance sheet. First of all, distribute that before doing any accounting treatment for goodwill, cash brought by the new partner or evaluation account. First, distribute the reserves given in the balance sheet. I'm distributing workmen compensation reserve. Since there was no claim, so the total amount of 5,800 will be distributed in old profit sharing ratio. This comes out to be 3625 and 2175. I've distributed in the ratio of 5:3. You can write down, this is distributed in, initially when you start doing the question, you can write down the ratio in which it is being distributed so that it is imbibed completely correctly and correctly in your mind that the reserves are to be distributed in old profit sharing ratio so that you do not commit any mistake. And the next item that I have to distribute from the balance sheet, yes, I want you to guess what is the next item to be distributed amongst the partners from the balance sheet. Yes, children, what is the next item? It's taking time to apply the treatments that we have learned. That means it's taking time right now. What will be distributed amongst the partners? In addition to workmen compensation reserve, what will be distributed amongst the partners? I'm not asking from the balance sheet. I'm asking from the balance sheet, though it is a correct answer. Yes, no, it's again a mistake. I told you right now that employees provident fund is an outside liability, and right just now I'm getting the answer that employees provident fund is to be distributed amongst the partners. Children, please do not commit this mistake. This is a employees provident fund is not same as workmen compensation claim. Employees provident fund will not be distributed. Employees provident fund will not be distributed. Write it in bold. write it in bold 5 times that it is not to be distributed, it is not to be distributed, so that you remember and this mistake is not to be committed by you all. Workmen compensation reserve we have distributed. How can cash be distributed amongst the partners, Aman? Yes, Kushi, correct. We have to distribute accumulated losses. That is the P&L account debit balance given on the asset side. We have to distribute P&L account debit balance. And it will be on the debit side. When losses are given to the partners, it will be on the debit side. And whenever we are giving profits to the partners, it will be on the credit side. Fine. So losses 1500, 900, 2400 has been distributed in the ratio of 5:3. Losses will also be distributed in old profit sharing ratio. Now, once I have distributed the reserves and accumulated losses, I'll be now going to do the treatment for premium for goodwill and revaluation account loss. Yes, next is correct. Revaluation, I have to distribute the revaluation account loss, and losses will always, remember this also, losses will always be posted on the capital account. My capital is decreasing because of the losses. So my journal entry is partners capital account debited to revaluation account. That is why the capital account is being debited. Fine. Now the premium for goodwill is brought in cash. And here his new partner's share is given. It is 12,000. We are not given the goodwill of the firm. Fine. So don't commit a mistake here also. Read carefully whether he is bringing his share or it is the goodwill of the firm which is given, and you are supposed to calculate his new partner's share, what he is going to bring it in cash. Fine. So premium for new partner is bringing 20,000 cash as his capital, and premium for goodwill will be given to X. Since X is he is the one who is sacrificing his share in favor of new partner. So the total 12,000 will be given to X. I think I posted all the adjustments. I posted all the reserves and losses from the balance sheet. I have done the accounting treatment of premium for goodwill. I have distributed the losses. Fine. And I've also added the cash brought in by the new partner. So my next step is just find out the balance carried down. I'm doing the totaling of and then finding out the balance carried down. Why the complete premium for 12,000 is given to X? Listen carefully, child. I've been saying this. Z acquires, read the question. Z acquires his share from X. That means the whole of Z share, that is 1/8 being is given by X. Fine. That means only X is sacrificing. Fine. So premium for goodwill has to be given in the sacrificing ratio, and here X is only sacrificing. So the amount has been given to X. I hope you have noted down the partner's capital account. Those who have not, note down this partner's capital account. One child has asked why the stock has not been written off. Stock has been written off in the revaluation account. Assets and liabilities are revalued, written off, or written up in revaluation account. They are not done in the capital account. Assets and liabilities have to be written off or written up in the revaluation account, not in the partner's capital account. It is the reserves, undistributed profit and losses, which are to be done in the capital account, which are to be written off in the capital account. Now, balance sheet. I'm leaving the cash. I'll be I'll be making the cash account or adding the cash account later. First, I'm adding the debtors. All debtors are good. So I have written off the provision. Fine. I have written off the provision. So my debtors will appear at 20,000. I am not left with any provision now. Stock. Yes, here lies the answer. 3,000 has been written off. So value of the stock will decrease by 3,000. Now my debtors will appear at, my stock will appear at 22,000 because stock of 3,000 has been reduced. Fixed assets have also been revalued at 70,000. Children, I'm asking you to see the steps so that when you practice the questions, you do those questions in following these steps only. Fine. That is why I'm asking you to note down these step by step what is to be done. Fine. Now the assets have been recorded at revised value, and please move in the sequence in which the assets are given in the old balance sheet so that you don't skip any asset. First, I've recorded debtors, then stock, then fixed assets, profit and loss account given in the balance sheet. It has been distributed amongst the partners, so it will not be appearing in the new balance sheet. All my reserves and losses or undistributed profits will not be appearing in the new balance sheet. Yes, there is no, you don't have to follow the marshalling of assets here that it has to be recorded in the order of liquidity or permanency. No, we don't have to do this. I'm just simply following the order given in the balance sheet. So that, and this is being done just to make sure that I'm not missing any asset in the new balance sheet. Fine. Now cash. We had a cash of 5,000. He has, new partner has brought 20,000 and he has also brought 12,000 premium for goodwill. And this premium for goodwill has been retained in the business. Fine. This has been retained in the business. So this will increase my cash balance. So my cash balance will come out to be 37,000. I posted all the amounts on the debit side, asset side of the balance sheet. Total comes out to be 1,49,000. Creditors will appear at 16,000. Creditors are to be paid 1,000 more. So 15,000 plus 1,000. So this is 16,000. My employees provident fund, it's an outside liability, so I have not written it off. I have not written off the employees provident fund. So my employees provident fund has increased by 5,000. So it will be appearing in the new balance sheet at revised value, that is 15,000. X capital account 72625, Y's capital account 25375, Z's capital account 20,000. Fine. So you will see the total of the asset side is equal to liability side. You can note down this balance sheet. If you if you have the clarity of all the accounting treatments, fine. If you have missed any of the accounting treatments, first, before doing the full-fledged question, first go through the accounting treatments, because one or the other accounting treatment will be utilized in these questions. Not all the accounting treatments can be given to you in a one question. So one or the other accounting treatment will be utilized. There will be a different method of valuation can be given to you. Fine. There might be a different item that can be given to you, or the revaluation account adjustments are given in a different manner. So you have to first make sure that you know all the accounting treatments, and then you have to apply those accounting treatments while doing these full-fledged questions. I'll not be able to take the next question as this time is up. I hope I like you to try. I'll be taking question number 67. Next question that I'm going to take is question number 67. Fine. I would like you to go through this question. I can discuss the important points in this question right now so that you, on the same lines, you try this question. So that the next class we'll be doing this question and one or two more questions of hidden goodwill. And then we will start with the capital adjustment, which is a very important part of this chapter. Fine. You can see workman compensation reserve and profit and loss debit balance. You can mark workman compensation reserve and profit and loss account debit balance, which is to be distributed. Now, in this question, we have a claim on account of workman compensation, 3,000. So claim has to be covered through revaluation. Claim on account of workman compensation is to be adjusted first through, yes, workman compensation reserve, and then it has to be the remaining workman compensation reserve is to be distributed. Remaining workman compensation reserve is to be distributed. Fine. I think we can see the revaluation account quickly. The rest you can do of your own. Bad debts. To write off bad debts of 6,000. That means I have to first utilize. Now see, this is another part of doubtful debts that we are applying here. Bad debts are 6,000. So I am utilizing, yes, children, we will not be able to take up this completely. I'll be taking this again. Today you have your practice test from the chapter accounting for profit organization. Go through the concepts clearly. Concepts are clear, you will be able to attempt the subjective questions properly. Fine. We'll be taking up this next time. This will not be completed. We are not left with any time to complete this question, but do try this. Question number 67, we'll be discussing this. Fine. All the best for your exam. All the best. Stay.